everybody, welcome to this week's Trimcraft Tuesday video. In this video I am creating a traveller's notebook layout with first edition Making Memories and also one of the Dovecraft sticker books. I'm going to use the Friendship sticker book because it is appropriate for my layout. So I'm starting with just going through the paper pad and choosing some papers that I want to use. I was making another project with the paper pad straight after this, so I wasn't too worried about, pulling papers out needlessly, as it were. So yes, I've chosen them there. I had to use that front one with the stripes and the glitter because it is so pretty. And then I ummed and ahed about this one, the blue hearts, because I was like, I don't know if I can include it, and I've chosen too many papers for this one little layout, but that paper is so lovely. Anyways, I'm going to start off fussy cutting some bits and pieces to use as embellishments. So there's this page which has like all these stamps and sentiments and things on, and I am, cutting out a few of those. I am admittedly being a little lazy on the fussy cutting on the stamp shapes because I'm just cutting a straight edge around them rather than really working on, those stamp edges, sort of scallopy edges. Sometimes I fussy cut those bits, but I didn't feel like it when I was doing this one, and I don't think it detracts from the layout at all. Anyways, then I'm going to fussy cut out some of these hearts from this paper as well. Some of the hearts are in circles, some are on their own. I really like this one, actually, the one I'm cutting right now, which has like all the little scattered dots in the middle and a nice black line around it. And then once I have cut out just a few of those, I didn't do the whole page, obviously I wouldn't need the whole page for this little TN layout, just cutting out 5 or 6 or so, and then once those are done, just sweep my little leftover cuttings into the bin, and then I'm going to start arranging my layout. So what I thought I would do is work with the strip paper or the stripes paper with all the glitter on it, and then just kind of have strips going down the page. Now when I work in my TN, I often have to arrange my layout based on what was on the previous page, because if I've done stamping or something, then you can often see through it on the next page. So as I say, I have to work out my next layout in order to cover up what was on the previous layout. So that's why I've got, for example, that one strip there that's about 2.5 inches wide, and that's covering up some stamping that's sort of ghosting through the page. And then I thought that would look a little bit better if it had something behind it. I used the old pinking shears or zigzaggy scissors. I never know what to properly call them, those things, because I feel like our pinking shears are more for like material sewing-y kind of things, but I tell you, those cheap scissors from the range are not cutting through any material at all. But anyways, yes, I cut the zigzaggy edges in those just to make them more interesting, and then I'm going to back each strip with a paper, and then I'm just using my tearing ruler to tear the edges of those just to make them look a bit more interesting. My tearing ruler is not very good if you only need to tear off just like a little bit. Like I think I was just tearing off about 5mm, so on the second one I couldn't be bothered to argue with the tearing ruler and just to use my Dovecraft, what's it called? Distress tool. Sorry, had a total mind blank there. Anyways, yes, so the second strip, I'm cutting off that mustardy colour off there just because it wasn't quite right for this layout, and then I'm going to pop those on just as, those are the main that's the main structure of this layout. Oh, and yes, for the very eagle-eyed amongst you, when I put that pink bit down on the edge there, I did not cut the corners because this notebook has rounded corners, and so this layout, well, I've fixed it now, but in the video you see it's got rounded corners on one side and straight corners on the other side because I totally forgot to round those pink edges, but I did go back and do it, so do not worry if you're the kind of person that thing annoys you. It's been sorted since. So I thought I was just going to stick with this 2 stripes, and then I just wasn't happy with that, so I thought I'd add just a little thin one, and I cut that hearts one out straight from the middle of the paper. I really love those hearts. I don't know what it is about them, the fact that they're slightly wonky, they look more like hand doodled hearts. I don't know, I really like them. So I just plonked that down in the middle, backing my photo with this really pretty paper. The colour is that really nice deep pinky red, and though red isn't my usual colour, I just love the way that really helps the picture pop there. If I haven't said so already, it is just a picture of myself and my best friend looking fab in a photo booth. I feel like I've scrapped so many of these photos. We had 2 sessions in the photo booth, and I love them all, so I just keep scrapping them. I thought it would be fun to scrap one of them with this Making Memories collection, just because it's really fun and bright and colourful and fun. I know I'm repeating myself there, but I feel like it's the best word to describe this collection. So I've put my hearts up just on the left side there. To make them even, I do the top and bottom ones first, then do the middle one and go from there. That just helps space them out better. And then I'm going to take all those fussy cut bits and bobs and just sort of arrange them around the page. I didn't think I was going to end up using as many as I did because I thought, you know, it's only a small space, I'm not going to get too many of them on, but I actually got quite a few on. I do kind of like just the way that they're sort of all over the place and they look kind of fun and stuff, and there's kind of like a slight sort of happy mail, snail mail vibe to it. I suppose it's the stamps that give it that vibe, but anyways, I enjoyed it. I'm also going to bring in the stickers here because this is the friendship sticker book. It is a picture of my best friend and I, so it's all very appropriate. I'm going to put a couple of stickers just straight onto the picture just because there's a lot of white space in it, and I'm just doing fun ones. We've got BFF, too glam to give a damn, because I'm doing a very ridiculous, well, we're both doing a very ridiculous sort of glam pose there, so thought that was appropriate. I wanted to include this fries before guys sticker just because I love it, but I couldn't make it work on its own, so I grabbed another one of those cut out stamp pieces from that cut apart paper and then just sort of stuck the sticker on halfway and then layered that over that stripe up the middle, and I was really pleased with the way that looked. Then just adding more things, we've got Yes Girl and Slay, and then I'm going to add just a couple of these little foiled stars just because I think they are super cute. I'm adding a little bow as well, and then yeah, I just keep going into the sticker book and adding cool little things. And the thing I like about this sticker book, well, all these Dovecraft sticker books actually, is there's 2 pages of each design, so if you use one, you're not like, oh, I'm using the only one. You know what it's like sometimes you don't want to use a thing if you've only got one, but it's fine because there's 2, so I wasn't too worried about quote unquote wasting the sticker. Anyways, at this point I decided with all the embellishments that I've got on the right hand page, I needed to add something else to the left, and so I've just grabbed 3 of the larger stamp pieces and just layered those up onto the larger stripe. And then I'm just going to finish off here with some splatters. It was looking just a little bit too neat for my taste. I like a little bit of messiness on my layout, so just a few splatters. That is Dilutions in slate grey, so it looks black but it's not actually black, it's a very dark grey. And with that, this little TN layout is complete, so thank you so much for watching. As always, links to Making Memories and the Dovecraft sticker book and anything else used will be in the description box below. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Check out the Trimcraft links that are always in the description box as well, and yeah, I'm going. Thanks again. Bye bye.